Alcohol jokes. Two old drunks in a bar. The first one says, "Yeah no, when I was 30 and got a hard on, I couldn't bend it with either of my hands. By the time I was 40, I could bend it about 10 degrees if I tried really hard. By the time I was 50, I could bend it about 20 degrees, no problem. I'm gonna be 60 next week, and now I can almost bend it in half with just one hand so," says the second drunk. "What's your point?" "Well," says the first, "I'm just wondering how much stronger I'm gonna get." Alcohol jokes. One night a man was getting very drunk in a pub. He staggered back to take a piss, whipping his prick out as he went in the door. However, he had wandered into the ladies' room by mistake, surprising a woman sitting on the kin. "This is for ladies," she screamed. The drunk waved his dick at her and said, "So is this." Sport jokes. One day Stan comes home from a hard day at work. He sees his wife bending down to clean the floor under the sofa. So Stan goes over to his wife and starts fucking her from behind. After he finishes, he gives her a hard smack to the head. His wife yells, "What was that for?" To which Stan replies, "That's for not checking to see who it was." Sport jokes. A rookie pitcher was struggling at the mound, so the catcher walked up to have a talk with him. "I've figured out your problem," he told the young southpaw. "You always lose control at the same point in every game." "When is that?" "Right after the national anthem." Disgusting jokes. One misty Scottish morning a man is driving through the hills to Inverness. Suddenly out of the mist, a massive red-haired Highlander steps into the middle of the road. The man is at least 6'4", has a huge red beard and, despite the wind, mist, and near-freezing temperatures, is wearing only his kilt, a tweed shirt and a tam o' shanter at a rakish angle. At the roadside, there also stands a young woman. She is absolutely beautiful, slim, shapely, fair complexion, golden hair, heart-stopping. The driver stops and stares, and his attention is only distracted from the lovely girl when the red thing opens the car door and drags him from his seat onto the road with a fist resembling a whole raw ham. "Right, you Jimmy," he shouts, "I want you to masturbate." "But," stammers the driver, "do it now, or I'll bloody kill you." So the driver turns his back on the girl, drops his trousers and starts to masturbate. Thinking of the girl on the roadside, this doesn't take him long. "Right," snarls the Highlander. "Do it agin, now." So the driver does it again. "Right, laddie, do it agin," demands the Highlander. This goes on for nearly 2 hours. The hapless driver gets cramps in both arms, he has rubbed himself raw, is violently aching, his sight is failing, and despite the cold wind, he has collapsed in a sweating, gibbering heap on the ground, unable to stand. "Do it again," says the Highlander. "I can't do it anymore, you'll just have to kill me," whimpers the man. The Highlander looks down at the pathetic soul slumped on the roadside and says, "All right laddie. Now, can you give ma daughter a lift to Inverness?" Jokes about life. Bruce Lee does not drink water, he drinks WATAAA. School jokes. In the beautiful world of fantasy, holding hands is the first sign of true love. In college it means someone is too drunk to stand on their own. School jokes. Teacher, a how can you prove the earth is round? A boy, a I can't a trademark T. Besides, I never said it was a. Military jokes. By the time a Marine pulled into a little town, every hotel room was taken. "You've got to have a room somewhere," he pleaded. Or just a bed, I don't care. Where? Well, I do have a double room with one occupant, a Navy guy, admitted the manager, and he might be glad to split the cost. But to tell you the truth, he snores so loudly that people in adjoining rooms have complained in the past. I'm not sure it'd be worth it to you. No problem, the tired Marine assured him. I'll take it. The next morning the Marine came down to breakfast, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. How'd you sleep? Asked the manager. Never. Better. The manager was impressed. No problem with the other guy snoring. Then. Nope, I shut him up in no time, said the Marine. How'd you manage that? Asked the manager. He was already in bed, snoring away, when I came in the room, the Marine explained. I went over, gave him a kiss on the cheek, said, "Good night, beautiful," and he sat up all night watching me. Sport jokes. Two hunters are out in the woods when one of them collapses. He doesn't seem to be breathing and his eyes are glazed. The other man pulls out his phone and calls emergency services. He gasps to the operator, "My friend is dead. What can I do?" The operator in a calm, soothing voice replies, "Take it easy. I can help. First, we have to be sure he's dead." There is a silence, then a shot is heard. Back on the phone, the hunter says, "Okay, now what?"